Hello Rockhounds, Lapidary lovers, Mike here. Welcome back to my channel and welcome back to very rural Arizona. Yeah, they haven't even heard of asphalt out here. We are on the way to do a rock hunt. We're headed to a spot I know a few miles as the crow flies away from my Arizona ranch here, but by these so-called roads it's a little further, so got 20-30 minutes of driving under these conditions here to get out there, but I think it's going to be worth it because this place always produces. It never disappoints. So I'm really looking forward to getting back out there and doing some more rock hounding. I'm thinking by the time I get out there, we're probably going to have about 2 hours of daylight left, so hopefully we can find some good stuff and the clouds won't interfere too much. We'll be able to see the colors of the rocks. Hey, we'll be rock hounding during the golden hour. We should see some really pretty stuff, I'm hoping. So I got about another 20-30 minutes of driving on roads like this, and then we'll be there. So I'm going to concentrate on my driving and missing the potholes, and I'll meet you at our destination. Okay, here we are. I'm going to park over here. And there's a little bit of a hike in to where the rocks are out there. Now I can feel the wind buffeting the truck and see what the junipers are doing. So the wind might be kind of loud out there. I know it's going to be kind of cold. I'm going to put another layer on. And we'll get out there and see what we can find. So I'll hike in and show you the rocks as I start finding good stuff. All right, I'm a couple hundred yards hike in from the road, and I've hardly passed a single rock on the way. Topped a little bit of a rise, and there's a tremendous field of gravel right here in front of me now. And it extends to my left and my right for as far as I care to walk. And there's going to be a lot of good stuff in it. So let me get to looking while the sunlight lasts. We got maybe 2 hours before it touches the horizon. But it's kind of cloudy over there on the horizon, so I figure it's going to start getting dark a little early. So we do a little speed hunting here and see what we can find. Well, right here, and get my water bottle to work, is some petrified wood. Very silicified, agatized even petrified wood. I might take that and tumble it. I know it's going to turn out beautiful. I've tumbled that stuff before. I'm always finding it out here. We're very close to the Petrified Forest National Park in this part of Arizona. So this part of the state is lousy with petrified wood. It is everywhere out here. Some of it's beautiful, some of it's ugly. But there's a lot of petrified wood here. All right, I'm going to walk into the sun, so I'm not looking into my own shadow, and see what we can find. What do we got here? This is shining awful bright with the opalescent whiteness of agate that's been exposed to the weather. And yep, some more agatized petrified wood. Got that opal crust on it. That is a beautiful piece of petrified wood. I tumble that, it's going to be absolutely gorgeous. Here's another piece, not quite so pretty, but it is very colorful. Got some nice color to it, some orange, but yeah, I'm gonna throw it in the bucket. It might turn out pretty. All right, let's keep looking. There's some real wood, and here, what in the wide world of sports? Look at that! Holy cow! Oh, it's huge. Look at the color on that petrified wood, and it's a big piece too. Look at that. Holy moly. That's amazing. Is it good petrified wood, or is it all broken up? I don't know, it's got too much wood on it, it's hard to tell. I only brought my small bucket. If I keep finding big pieces like that, I'll fill it up real quick. Alright, let's keep looking. Yeah, there's quite a variety of rocks out here. Looks like we got some basalt there, and some sandstone there, some jasper over here. And what did I just see? I saw something. There it is. Now, Might be petrified wood. Nah, that's a chert nodule. Alright, yeah, we got quite a variety of rocks out here. There's always something to find. I have found some spectacular stuff. I'm hoping to do so again. Of course, there's never a guarantee, but you can hope. Alright. Eyes down hunting. What is this? Another big piece of petrified wood. That is very well silicified. The question is it solid or is it all brecciated? Let's see here. Oh, yeah, we're getting towards the golden hour here. Everything's turning yellow and golden orange, even though I think this thing started out yellow, golden, orange. Yeah. I'll throw that in the bucket. That's nice. It's like some green jasper over here. Just a little bitty piece, though. Gotta find some bigger stuff than that. I can't even tumble that. Now, what in the world have we got over here? Oh my. Oh my. Look at that. Oh yeah. That is... I'm not sure what it is. I don't think it's petrified wood. I don't know for sure what that is. Other than absolutely gorgeous. Holy cow, I hope the colors are coming through. That's absolutely amazing. What it is, I'm not sure, but it's going in the bucket. That's the one thing I know. Okay. I'm going to look around this area, and then I think I'm going to change tactics. I think I'm going to walk with my back to the sun, but not look in my own shadow and see if I can see things. I got a feeling I'm walking past a lot of stuff just because of the lighting angle. But I'm going to look around this area because there's a lot of big rocks here. Then I'll start heading anti-sunward. Yeah, I think this is better. I think with the sun at my back, I see more detail in the rocks. Alright, good. I just got to stay out of my own shadow. I want to walk over in this direction anyway, because that's where I found spectacular stuff in the past. That's interesting. A lot of mud on it still, but I don't know if that's petrified wood or just colorful chert. That might be colorful chert. And I think that'll tumble up nice, so that's going in the bucket. That's an interesting looking piece of, I guess, jasper. Yeah. See if that'll tumble nice. You never know what you'll find out here. I found petrified wood, of course. It's everywhere. Agates, jasper. I found fossils. Is this? Oh, look at that. That's some of that purple jasper you find in this part of Arizona. Yeah. I found some invertebrate fossils out here. So you never know what you're going to find. This is a very productive area. And I hardly ever see evidence that other people are out here. Maybe hunters during hunting season. But, ooh! Ah, some of the really bright red jasper I love to find. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, yeah. That's going in the bucket. That's a keeper. But, yeah, I think this area is, like, totally unknown to rockhounds. And so far off the beaten path, not many are finding it by accident. And getting into my own shadow here. Oh, so many rocks. So many rocks, so little time. Sun's headed for the horizon. See what I can find before it gets dark. Here's something interesting. Oh yeah, look at that. It's a multicolored jasper. Oh, that is very, very fine jasper. Waxy smooth. That's beautiful. Nice. That's going in the bucket. Nice. I think we got some more of the purple jasper down here. Is it? I don't think so. I don't think that's jasper. Just a purple rock. It's way too coarse to be jasper. Alright, that's a lever right. So many rocks. What's up ahead? Something very red sticking up out of the ground over here. Oh, it's probably big. See if the size 13 can excavate it. Didn't bring my rock hammer with me. Very red orange. Wow. Is it a keeper though? I don't know. There's so much mud on it, it's hard to tell. It rained all morning and into the afternoon, which is why I'm getting a late start out here today. You know what? I'm going to throw that in the bucket. I'll decide whether to keep it or not after I get it cleaned off at home. Maybe it'll just decorate a rock garden at home if I decide it's not worth taking back to Florida. Alright. I see something over there I need to go investigate too. Yep, more petrified wood. For sure. Is it worth taking? I don't know. Can I do anything with it? It's probably too big to tumble, even though I have big tumblers. Is it pretty enough to try to cut? I don't know. Again, I'll throw it in the bucket for now. I can always eject it later, you know? Especially if I find good stuff and the bucket starts getting heavy. Keep looking. It's up under this tree. It's bigger than I thought it was. That's a pretty piece. That'll tumble. That can go in the bucket. There's some small, pretty pieces of rock. Oh, they're bigger than I thought. Yeah, both are. Alright, those are going in the bucket. Those will tumble. I'm losing the light, I think. Trees are casting long shadows. Ooh, what's this? What is this? Get out in the light. Oh! Yeah! That's some kind of nodule. Focus you. Come on. That. You can see where it's chipped there. There's something inside that. This white opal crust, although it doesn't look white in this lighting, it's white, is what forms on top of agate when it's exposed to the weather. And then you can see in that chip there, sort of gray-blue in the inside. That could be interesting, especially if I cut it open. Okay. But yeah, I think I'm definitely starting to lose the light. A lot of gravel right in front of me, though. Let me go look through this. At least it's not shaded by trees. See what I'm looking for, maybe. Here we go. Oops. It's a piece of highly silicified petrified wood. This is what the inside of that nodule is going to look like if I cut it open. I guarantee it. This sort of gray-blue agate that the petrified wood turns into with some faint striations from the wood grain. That's what's going to be in that nodule I just picked up. And this piece, well, it's big enough to tumble, so it's going in the bucket. All right, I recognize where these drainages are coming together here. I've been here before. This, I think, is right where I found the fossils that one time I was out here. Shell impressions in the rocks. I don't see any today, but yeah, this is where I found them before. This spot right here. I'm going to give this a good look over, and I see something else up ahead of me. Is that some more red jasper? Yeah, ooh, I don't know what that is. That's plumy or something, mossy. What in the world? Look at that. Get a good focus on it. Yeah, okay. That's a keeper. That's going in the bucket. Look around for fossils while I'm here too. They seem to be concentrated in this area last time. If I find any, I'll show them to you. Yeah, not finding any fossils. Well, I take it back. There's a petrified wood. That's a fossil. Ooh, this looks pretty busted up. I don't know. Yeah, I think I'm going to leave that one. I don't think there's anything I can do with it. It's pretty, but it's all busted up. I don't think I can cut it, tumble it, anything. Alright. Keep looking. The sun's getting low. Shadows are getting long. Keep looking. Ooh, yeah, colorful. Nice. Oh, and it's just the right size to tumble to. Into the bucket with it. Yeah. Doing good. Ooh, bucket's getting heavy. I'm glad I brought the small bucket. I'm learning in my old age not to bring the 5-gallon one and fill it up and then expect to carry it out 2 miles back to the truck. Maybe 20 years ago. Not anymore. Alright, keep looking. I gotta get out of the shadow of this tree. I can't see anything. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's going with me. That's cool. What's right next to it? What is this? Very orange, whatever it is. Huh. Very orange. I don't know. I guess that's petrified wood. I might throw this in one of my bigger tumblers and see how it turns out. What the heck? You never know till you try. Some little more little pieces of petrified wood over there, but they're too little to bother with. Alright. Head up this way. Here's some more of that orange petrified wood. Throw that in the bucket. Looks like there's some more up here. That doesn't look quite as nice. Huh. Yeah, I think I'm gonna leave that one. Alright. Alright. So, the shadows are just getting too long. The lighting's not great. I'm gonna start working my way back towards the road. And by now, I've probably gone a good 1/4 to 1/3 of a mile north of where I parked on the road. I've been going that general direction. So I'm going to have to backtrack up the road once I find it to find my truck. But, another piece of orange stuff here I see. Hiding down in the grass. Some interesting colors to it. I'll throw that one in the bucket. A little shard down there, but I'm going to leave it. Of course, I'll be looking as I go. I'll try to stay in the rocks as much as possible. I know that once I get over the rise up there, though, it's all just dirt. But, yeah, the bucket's heavy anyway. I need to start walking my way back towards the truck. Try to stay in the rocks, though. Well, I'm almost back to the road, actually. It should be just up over this rise here. But I've gone a lot further north than I've ever gone before in this area. I've never seen this deep wash before. A lot of rocks exposed on the side of the wash, especially over on the east side in the sun. I might have to look at that on my way out. There's still room in the bucket for anything spectacular. So let me check this out and see if I can find the road. Yeah, I'm finding some stuff over here too. This thing here, it's an agate look to it. Yeah, it's going in the bucket. Over here, oh yeah, there's some pretty petrified wood over here. All in one little area. I climbed up here because I saw a piece of red jasper, but it turned out to be too small to take. But right in the same general area is all this stuff. What's this over here? Ooh, that's some black, dark black petrified wood right there. I rarely get it in black. I'll throw that in the bucket. Oh yeah, this whole hillside above this wash is just covered with good stuff. Yeah, okay. I know next time I come out here, I got to go a little further north and inspect this wash a little better. There's just all kinds of stuff here. Yeah. I can avoid falling down the hill back into the wash. All right. All right. What is this? Yeah, I'm going to leave that. That's a lever, right? And what is this? This I don't know about. It's kind of in the shade. Oh, no, that's a lever, right? Okay. Once I get it in the sun, I can see. I don't want it. All right. The road should be up here somewhere. Easily distracted by rocks. That's me. Throw that in the bucket. Let me see if I can find the road. I got a long walk down it back to the truck. Oh, speaking of easily distracted, what in the wide world of sports? Get out in the sun. Oh, it's just moss or lichen. Okay, never mind. All right, I'm going to head to the truck. If I find anything spectacular along the way, I'll show it to you. Otherwise, when I get back to the ranch, I will clean the mud off these rocks and lay them out for inspection. Probably inspect them tomorrow morning in the sun, because I got a feeling by the time I get home and get these cleaned up, it's probably going to be getting on dark. So, see you tomorrow morning, and we'll look at what I picked up today. Well, there's the road. So I just need to follow it along to my truck, which should be off in that direction to the south some. Didn't get my camera out quick enough. I just spooked a jackrabbit out from under the juniper right in front of me. He took off that way like a bat out of hell. I wish I could have got it on film. Oh well. I picked up a few little pieces since the last segment I filmed, but nothing spectacular. Just a few little tumbler pieces. So you didn't miss much. All right. I'm going to hike back to the truck, and next you see me, it'll be tomorrow morning, and we'll look this stuff over. Beautiful evening. I'm heading home. Wow. Gorgeous lighting. Nice. Well, as promised, here it all is, laid out for your inspection. I think that was a pretty successful rock hunt out there to my favorite boondocks rock collecting stuff. We certainly hit the mother lode of orange petrified wood, for sure. And I thought maybe it was so orange just because the sun was setting and the light was yellow-orange, but no, this stuff really is orange. Even in the morning light here, with the sun well up above the yard arm, it's still very orange. A lot of this stuff I think is going to tumble very nicely. I've got some bigger pieces over here. I'm going to take a few of them home with me and see what they cut like. And then down here, we've got the Jaspers. Oh my goodness. Do we have the Jaspers? Wow. Flaming red Jaspers. Sort of more muted Jaspers. This thing, which I guess is red and yellow Jasper. Purple Jasper. This piece right here, this is great. This is amazing. I'm not sure what this is. I don't know if this is Jasper. It might just be quartz with a lot of colorful stuff in it. But man, that's a pretty rock. That's going to tumble up amazing. This thing looks like an agate. This thing looks like an agate. 2 agates in 2 days, because I found an agate out here on my own property when I was rockhounding it the other day. I'll put a link to that video in the upper right if you haven't seen it. But this looks like an agate. Nice. And this looks like a big agate nodule. It's probably got this kind of stuff inside it. But this is big enough that I can cut and maybe make some slabs out of. But I think most of this stuff's going to get tumbled. And I think it's going to turn out amazing. But we'll probably cut this, and maybe this, and this, and this, and see what's inside. Some of the bigger Jaspers, I don't know. I mean, I can tumble them, but I don't know. We'll see. I'll definitely take them home with me to Florida to my lapidary lab, and we'll see what I can make out of them. But anyway, I couldn't be much happier with the haul from that rock hunt yesterday. I'm thrilled. Anyway, if you guys are happy with this video, give it a like, give it a thumbs up, and subscribe to see more Rockhounding Arizona videos, Rockhounding Wyoming videos, Rockhounding other places videos, and lapidary videos. Once I get this stuff back to my lab, we're going to do stuff with it. So subscribe. I'll see you in the next video. Thanks a lot for watching this one. Bye.